I'm your host, nicthooi, and welcome to With Random Awesome People, the show about ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things. Join us as they share with us their life experiences and what they went through to get to where they are right now. So hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Wrap, where it's just me, Nick, here solo. Let me sort of explain why it's solo. Usually I do these conversations with the people I know, with the random awesome people that I know in in their offices. I do it in, say, a common area like a shared workspace like Common Ground or work. Hit me up, sponsors. So we meet there, we talk about it. We talk about topics we wanna talk about, obviously, and then we head off, and I come back here and I do it and I edit this the audio as best as I can. And I tend to sort of have it go easy because I don't like to do that much editing. So I try to plan a bit more with the right questions, with the right topics, with certain individuals. So yeah, hope you like last week's one with Eugene, where we talk about mental toughness, and that has I got pretty good reviews over that as well. People have been saying that it's been helping them in terms of coping with work, building focus, ensuring that they do the things they want to do. Well, okay, so it's just me, and I just want to talk a bit, maybe about 15-20 minutes, before you get sick of my voice. I'm home, wife's out, partying with friends, of course, which she is definitely deserving of because she works her ass off in her new job. So I'm here chilling and, talking about this pandemic that's been going on right now, this COVID-19, this coronavirus. I just want you guys to know that you got to be aware of what this is, the symptoms, the ways you can prevent it. You got to wash your hands, don't touch your face. Masks help. They're not going to prevent everything, but they do help, whether it's mentally, whether, it keeps you from touching your face. That does definitely help. If you feel like you're not 100%, you fall sick or something like that, do a self quarantine, or if you get really sick, go to a hospital if you need to. All right, and it's kind of hitting us all over the place, right? I've got a Charles, right? Charles came to my podcast a while back, and he's a finance guy, and he's saying that there's going to be massive economic losses on this as well. Things like events, NBA games are canceled, NFL games could be canceled, local gatherings are canceled, music fests, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be canceled. So everyone who has sort of bought tickets before that can't go, or people or bands have they're sort of paid for venues that they can't go for. That's kind of shitty. So I've got a couple of concerts which some of my friends are going to. One is Green Day in Singapore, and another one is Dave Matthews Band in Australia. And we're not sure if that's going to be cancelled or not. I'm not going because where I work, we've got a bit of a travel ban, so I can't really go out of country into locations where the company I work for is located at. So that kind of sucks. But then again, with all this traveling, you don't really want to go overseas. They don't want to spend too much time in an airport where it's just a hotbed of people sneezing, spitting, breathing on each other in a small tight space where the air is sort of recycled. You don't want to be stuck in plane for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours as well, right? So that's that. So that's unfortunate. And I guess also for to ensure that you don't run out of stuff, maybe hit the supermarket before it gets a bit too crazy. Stock up some goods, biscuits, canned goods, water, definitely for sure. Don't stock up too much Maggi mee because you might lose your freaking hair. I think things which are everyday items you don't worry about, but then become a necessity. Batteries, toilet paper, of course. How can you forget that? And I guess more to it's things like detergent, toothpaste that you don't really have to go out to get. If you don't have to get out of the house to go and get it, don't go and get it. There's a whole bunch of people that deliver for you as well. I use Tesco, right? I buy a whole bunch of stuff on Tesco, and I set a time for them to deliver it to me, and that's pretty much normally at night when I'm home. So easy peasy, get all my stuff one shot. And I guess if you want to be entertained, you gotta stay home, make sure you pay your internet bill so you got the right quick Wi-Fi connection. I use time.com, hit on Maxis, Cellcom, whatever it is. YouTube Premium is doing a bit of a promo right now. You got 3 months free. You can go in and watch all the stuff you want to watch without ads, which is, could be infuriating sometimes. My wife and I, we're stuck on Netflix, right? She likes to watch all this trashy stuff, which is pretty cool. What's that one called again? Love is Blind. That's pretty funny. The Circle. It's all good. We're watching Terrace House, where it's really hilarious because it's a bit like subtle Japanese nuances. It's not oversexed Big Brother, but there's a lot of emotional play going on as well. Obviously, we also watch our usual ones: Running Man, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Playing Modern Warfare Warzone with the boys which I hang out with. A whole bunch of stuff. And I guess if you want to travel locally, you can drive across to islands, Tioman, Perhentian. Those are a bit more isolated, so you get to be a bit more by yourself, not with a bunch of people. And if you gotta travel, just make sure you wash your hands, sanitize everything, and stay clean. And those who read books, not so much do your digital stuff, I think now's a good time to pick up a couple of new series, focus on it, read up on that. I'm sorry, I don't have any book recommendations for you, to be honest. It's been a while since I picked up a book, but if you really need me to recommend something, I always love the crime series by Lee Charles, right? It's got a guy named Bosch, not Bosch soup, but after the famous painter, I'm not sure how I'm going to pronounce his, Hieronymus Bosch, where he's got a huge bunch of series about him going around LA and solving crime. So I think that's a pretty good one to read on. Is it Lee Charles? No, I don't think it's Lee Charles. Oh shit. Lee Charles is Jack Reacher, right? So the Bosch one is Michael Connolly. Yes. So Michael Connolly writes the Bosch series. Lee Charles writes the Jack Reacher series. Also pretty fun, a bit more action oriented rather than crime. So if you want that deep thought crime police work, read Bosch, the whole series. And of course, if you don't want to read the book, you can pretty much download it online. It's got about 4 seasons, I think. But each season pretty much takes on the storyline of a book that the guy's written. And what's next? Happy International Women's Day, although it's a bit of a joke because, if you need a day to celebrate the other gender, I think that's pretty stupid. You gotta respect women, celebrate them every day, all right? Like wifey, if you're listening to this, love you. So anyway, one of my homeboys got married, so Johan, really proud of you. Take care of Regina. And we're going diving. Yeah, we're going diving. I think it's about 15 people altogether from the JB Dive crew, which I'm not part of, but I know people there, so I'm being invited as well. So we're going to Tioman Islands to dive, maybe in April, so that'd be fun. Been a while since I hit the water, so excited that I got all my gear sorted already, although it's still a month away, so that's pretty awesome. And I guess we're gonna bounce back with more guests on a podcast when this this thing blows over, right? So hoping I can do a bit more individual ones with the people that I really want to do it with. I've got a couple of people in mind already. On the flip side, I've done maybe about 2 or 3 back when I started off, and they're sort of in my hard drive, but I haven't really edited them yet. So my philosophy is to do more than what's necessary. So if I need to put it out there, then I can pull it out there and publish it as well. So and hit me up in a comment to see what kind of people you want me to talk to, right? I've got a couple in my head, obviously, but what kind of people do you want me to talk to? People in the music industry, in the corporate world, HR, entertainment, agencies, whatever it is, let me know. I'll do my best to reach out to them and then obviously have a conversation with them. And depends on the topic that you guys want to listen to as well. So let me know. And I think we're hitting the 9-minute mark. So, like I said, I'm not gonna take up much of your time, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks with a pretty good podcast. So with this guest I already had done it with, have interviewed with, and we'll bounce back soon. All right, take it easy, guys, and stay healthy. If you'd like to find out more about the show and listen to other episodes, you can subscribe to us on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, or whichever platform you use. Do leave us a comment, feedback, or rating. That will help us out a lot. Our Instagram handle is @withrandomawesomepeople. If you could tell a friend about the show or share it on social media, every little bit helps. Thank you again for your time, and we'll see you on the next episode.